Weft pile fabrics. These fabrics are another type of pile fabrics. We already studied about warp pile fabrics. In the classification, we are having warp pile fabrics and weft pile fabrics. Today, we are going to see about weft pile fabrics. In this, pile threads are formed by 50 yarns. So here we need two kind of weft. One is ground weft and another one is pile weft. So we are using two kind of wefts. That's why we need a trap box mechanism to produce this kind of fabrics. Two kind of weft and one kind of warp. So the warp thread and ground weft form the ground fabric, and the pile thread, which will give the pile effect. That may be loopy structure or open structure, that is cut pile fabrics. We can produce by using trap box mechanism. In the weft pile fabrics, the picks are more than ends. That is, EPA is less than picks per inch, or the picks per inch is higher than the ends per inch. In this type of fabrics, we can achieve 200 picks per centimeter to increase the pick pile density in a unit area. So the high weft thread density is possible by having a low warp set with higher tension of warp. Due to the high warp tension, positive setting mechanism are suitable. So the high quality of fabric can be produced by using of heavy weaving machineries. And in normal high production automatic looms, automatic power looms, we can achieve 50 to 100 picks per centimeter. So this will be commercially available fabrics. They have long floats which may be cut or uncut. These fabrics having loopy piles or cut piles on its surface. It can be produced by either cotton or filament viscose. In the furnishing fabrics, we can use worsted and mohair threads. The well-known weft pile fabrics are corduroy fabrics, velveteen fabrics, Manchester fabrics, and stretch cord fabrics. Then classification of velveteen are all over plain velveteens, weft plushes, corded velveteens, figured velveteens. The all over plain velveteen means the surface is uniformly covered by the piles. The weft plushes means similar to above but arranged to produce much longer tufts and used mainly for upholstery purpose. So in this, the fabric surface having longer tuft. Then corded velveteens. In this is called known as corduroys. The corded effect will formed on the fabric surfaces. Then figured velveteens. In the figured velveteens, figure is produced on the bare ground using piles. Next, all over are plain velveteens. This class of velveteen has perfectly uniform surfaces. That fabric, that is the ground fabric, is covered with short pile of equal length of projecting fibers. That is, the fabric surface having fully covered and equal length of pile on its surface. For constructing the design, the following are the important points. First one, the selection of weaves. The selection of weave means the ground weave and the pile weave. The selection of ground weave and pile weave, the first important point, and the ratio of pile picks to the ground picks. The second point is ratio of pile peaks to ground peaks. In case of any changes in the ground peaks to pile peak ratio, it may affect the pile density. So next, third point, the ends and peaks per centimeter of the cloth influence the length, density and fastness of the pile. Here, the mostly used ground views are plain, 2 up and down twill and 2 up 2 down twill. Normally, the 2 up 2 down twill is employed for heavy structures. Then the pile views are plain view or a simple twill or certain derivatives. So mostly we are preferring webbed float views. Here mostly we are preferring webbed float views to produce pile effect in the fabric surface. The pile ground peaks may be arranged in any reasonable proportion, but generally a particular ratio is most suitable for a given view. That is the ratio between ground peak to pile peak is very important factor to decide the pile length in the fabric surface. Next, we are going to see some examples in this section. So these are the standard velveting designs. Here, the plain foundation view is represented by blue color solid marks. That is the ground view is plain view that can be indicated by blue color solid marks. And the base views for the pile, the base views for the pile thread is shown in the left, of the plan, Next, the arrow marks indicated below the design in figure is to show the where the cutting races occurs. So in these fabrics, we are getting two kind of piles, that is looped pile and or cut pile effect. For producing cut pile effects, we may cut the all loops. So we need knife action to cut the loop piles. That's why the place is the selection of place is very important. That is shown by the arrow marks below the design. And these designs, in each design, the number of pile picks to each ground pick is equal to the number of picks in the repeat of the pile base view. Then second point, this is an convenient ratio, but other proportions of the pile to ground picks are quite easily arranged in the same view. A distinction feature to be noted in the design is that the pile base views are indicated only on alternate ends. So it's an important point. The distinction feature to be noted is the pile base views are indicated only on alternate ends. The pile base views indicated on only in alternate ends. Thus, each plan is on twice as many ends as the base view. First, see about the design A. In the design A, arrange two pile picks to one ground pick. See here, the blue color solid mark indicates the plain view, that is the ground view, and another red color solid mark indicates the plain view for pile picks. Plain view for pile picks that can be arranged in the alternate ends only. See the design. So the plain view, the blue color solid mark, the ground view, that is the plain view, and the red color solid mark is the same plain view, but the arrangement is only in the alternate picks. Plain view in the alternate picks. So that reasons we are getting the float length of 3. Float length of 3. See the 3 floats. This is the left float. So we are getting float length of 3. Then see the design B. In the design, we are using plain view as a ground fabric and 1 up 2 down twill. That is it's a weft float view. So it can be used as a pile view. See here, the same thing will follow here. So arrangement of plane view, the blue color solid mark indicates the plane view for ground threads, and the red color solid mark indicates 1 up, 2 down till 1 up, 2 down till, but are in alternate ends, but all are in alternate ends. See here, 1 up, 2 down, again 1 up, 2 down, again 1 up, 2 down, but they are placed in alternate ends. So here the pile thread, the ratio of pile threads and ground threads are 3 pile threads to 1 ground thread, or 1:3 ground to pile ratio. The same way, the arrow marks indicates the knife action. Knife action are the cutting plan of the blade, knife. Then see the design C. Here we are taking the plane view with the blue color solid marks. All are arranged in the plane view order. In this design, we are using 1 up, 3 down till. That is the mark. Here is a wrong information. So 1 up, 4 down till. They are saying 1 up, 4 down till, but actual design is 1 up, 3 down till. So we may use 4 threads as a pile threads. So the ratio of pile to ground thread is 4:1, or the ratio of ground to pile thread is 1:4. So here we are getting the weft float of 7. Then all over velveteen or plain velveteen, then the design D. Here we are using 4-end satinette. In this design, same the plane as the ground view and satin as the satinette as the pile view. So the same way, here we are arranged all the satinette view in alternate ends. Okay, we are marking the satinette view in alternate ends with pile picks. So here also we are getting the length of 7. Next, 5-end satin. So here we are using 5-end satin view. Here the ratio of ground to pile thread is 1:5. So first mark the plane view on the ground threads. After that, mark the satin view. Here we are using move number 2. So mark the satin view in alternate ends. And now we are getting a float of 9. Next, all over velveteen or plain velveteen. In order to produce a dense pile, a very large number of picks per centimeter are required to be inserted. The number varying from about 120 in 15 tags cotton weft for the design B and 200 in 10 tags weft for the design E. So based on your count, we can change the number of picks. Okay. Then next point, the main reason to insert large number of picks is, we already discussed here the bar band having correct tension. The ends lies almost straight in the cloth, which causes the picks to most of the bending. So this result in this ground threads being formed on the weft rib principle. And so hence a comparatively large number of ground picks can be inserted. That is the main reason, because here the tension is very higher. So that reason the ground threads may form a weft rib in the fabric texture. That's why we are using higher number of picks to avoid this weft rib formation. Okay. Then second one, the system in which pile interlacing is arranged enables the pile picks to be beaten over one another. so that each group occupies not more than the space of one ground peak. Also in the plane structures, all the pile peaks go into the same set in the first ground peak, but are in the opposite shed in the second ground peak. So here we are having the dense peaks and heavier beta. That is the main reason. And the design G, here the design G is same as the plan B. The flat view given at H, it's a thread interlacement diagram of flat view of thread interlacement diagram. So it shows how the pile peaks crowded over each other in the cloth. The ground peaks are entirely concealed by the floating pile peaks. See the ground peaks. See the ground peaks. The black color are ground peaks that are completely concealed by the pile peaks. The second, third, and fourth. The second, third, and fourth are the pile peaks which are completely concealed the ground peak. Then the binding in the pile peaks only at the alternate ends. See the letter A. See the letter A. So that only create binding. The A portion only creating a binding. See the third A. It will create binding in the third peak. Okay. See that. See here. So that is the binding point. So the binding occur only at the point of A. The cross-sectional diagram given at I in the figure, which represents how the peaks 2, 3, 4, and 5 in the plan G interview. See here, it's a cross-sectional view of the fabric. So it represents the second peak, third peak, and fourth peak, how they are from the fabric or the loopy surface of the fabric. Each pile float stand out furthest from the foundation cloth as its center. So the pile peaks are far away from the center. Take that second one. So the pile start from here and ends here. So nearby these two edges, are far most distance from the center. That is the point, saying each pile float stands out furthest from the foundation cloth as its center. Then the next point, the guide of the cutting knife is so adjusted that only those floats are engaged whose centers are in line with the longitudinal movement of the knife. So here only we can put that arrow mark. Here only we can put a knife to cut this float. So this is a center point. So we may put the knife at this point. It will give even length or equal length of piles in the fabric surface. Next, the method of binding the pile peaks causes the center of the floats indicated by the arrows above the diagram I. Already we have discussed where we have to put the knives. So we may put the knives at the center of the loop. So the arrow mark indicates the cutting edge of the loop. So the arrows indicates the knife positions. Then each repeat of the pile views produces one horizontal row of tuft, and in the plan A to E in figure A, complete row of tuft is formed in each ground peak. So see here, after cutting, the fabric shows the pile on its surface. So this is the second peak, third peak, fourth peak, and all. So this is the simple formation of all over our plain velvetines. Then length of pile. So In the pile fabrics, length of the pile is most important factor. That will be depend on the ends per centimeter of the cloth and the number of ends over which the pile weft floats. An increase in length of pile is obtained either by reducing the ends per centimeter or by increasing the number of ends over which the pile weft passes. So these are the main important points. So increasing in the length of pile is obtained either by reducing the ends per centimeter or increasing the number of ends over which the pile weft is passes. In the diagrams, the designs A, B, C, D, and E successively in increased length of pile. For example, with the 12 ends per centimeter in the cloth, the approximate length are respectively 1.25, 2.1, 2.9, and 3.75 mm. Then next one is important. Next topic is density of the pile. The density of the pile depends on the thickness of the weft and length of the pile and the number of tufts in the given space. So the density depends on three factors. One is thickness of the weft and another one is the length of the pile and the number of tufts in the given space. The thickness of the weft make the pile coarser and then increase the density. Then next point, the length of the pile. The length of the pile, the more the surface of the cloth to be better covered and thus gives fuller handle than a shorter pile. So length is a important factor. We are giving more length to the pile means it will cover all the surface of the fabric. Okay. Then next, the number of tuft in the given space. So increasing the density by increasing the number of pile picks per centimeter. We may increase the pile picks per centimeter means we can get a heavier dense fabric, dense pile on the fabric surface. That can be easily calculated by using this small formula, simple formula, ends per centimeter into pile picks per centimeter divided by ends in repeat of pile view. Then next is fast pile structures. That is anchorage of pile structure. In simple, the fast pile means anchorage of pile structures. That is how much the pile hold on the fabric surface. It's a very important feature of these fabrics. The proper securing, that is the pile is secured in the fabric surface. That is called anchorage of the pile in the fabric surface. A very important feature of this fabric is the proper securing of the pile to the foundation cloth so that there will be no tendency of the tuft fraying out. That is, we are giving good anchorage to the pile means it will not fray easily. It will not fray easily. From the example A, B, C, D, and E, that piles are anchorage at only one ends. Okay, we will see the next slide. So before that, we can note this point. You can note this point. If it is designed to introduce fewer picks per centimeter or to make very long pile, the necessary firmness can be secured by interviewing the pile picks more frequently and thus making what is termed as fast pile. So the anchorage or the securing of pile is called fast pile structures. See the loose pile and fast pile structures. See these designs C, D, and E. Here the interlacement of pile thread is only one inch. See here. The red color indicates the ground weft and the black color indicates the pile weft. So the dotted portion indicates the ground warp. See here. See here. In the design C, the only secured point is the first end. The first pile pick having secured at the first end only in the design C. Okay. So the same way, further all the designs, the pile picks are secured at only one ends. See here. Here it only the secure point or anchorage point or interlacement point of pile pick with the ground warp. So see here, see the diagram, thread interlacement diagram. That thread is the pile thread, the black color pile thread only interlaces with only one end. So this is called loose pile structures or V bending. Okay. Then fast pile structures. Here the same design can be modified as a fast pile structures. So see here, this is the same one up, three down till, but here we are introducing further anchorage by adding the interlacement. See here. So here same one up, one down till, same as here, one up, one down till, but here we are increasing anchorage by interlacement, one more interlacement. See the thread interlacement diagram. Here, see the interlacement of ground weft with the ground warp. So the circles indicate the ground warp and red colors indicate red color thread indicate ground weft. So there is a plane weave forming the plane weave on the ground fabric. Further, the pile weft, the pile thread may form one more interlacement with the ground warp. Okay, one more interlacement with the ground warp will increase the anchorage or increase the secure to the pile threads. So that's why this pile will not easily fraying out from the fabric compare with this one, compare with loose pile fabrics. That is the fast pile structures. Okay.